Hello everybody, I'm the Dark Empath. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for supporting my work. Everybody who's been coming to my channel, everybody who's newly supporting my channel, thank you. Welcome, and please do subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you, thumbs up to you, and everybody who hasn't done that, please do that. Once you do subscribe, you click notification bell, you get notified when I post new content, post new videos. This is a timeless. Woo, a whole bunch came out. I put those back. My goodness, this deck is kicking. It's a timeless reading. It's going to be collective timeless reading. It's going to be kind of. Whoa, there we go. Something about a reading I did recently. Okay, so this reading, like I said, is timeless collective and gender's and fluid and timeless fluid as well during these readings. So if it's mentioned gender energy and it doesn't make sense to your situation, kind of don't make it fit too hard if it doesn't. Flip it if it doesn't make it sense to you, kind of just completely throw the whole thing out if it doesn't make sense. Also time, I said, is fluid as well. So if it happened before it hit your timeline, it could happen in the future as well. It could be something you're picking up on from someone else too, because it is a collective reading. And I see these numerological sequences. I saw 111, and I'll be seeing them as I see them. And if you see them, thumbs up to you. And look them up as you see them, because it could be helpful for you to understand something. If you see those things, you could maybe even take a hint. But hey, everybody takes those things differently, so only at your own leisure would you do. Okay. What else? Yeah, I did mention to like this video. Thank you, like this video, and if you do, YouTube can help you kind of get more stuff like this into your feed if you're into stuff like this. So there's been a theme in my readings for the last couple of days, the last day or so recently. There has been the Nine of Pentacles has been coming out a lot. Oh yeah, what was I saying? Reversals, yes. So I do read reversals, and if that doesn't make sense to you, most of the readings I do are going to be having reversals applied to them. So, and also you want to reach out, you can do that. Emails in the description box. Anything else you want to know about the channel should be in there as well. You can comment if you want to as well. Okay, yeah, back to this card here. So this has been something that's been coming up in my readings quite recently a lot. It came up in reverse and it came up in the upright yesterday, and so I think that's like a theme because I shuffled the deck. So with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it means that someone is experiencing sort of like they don't have enough to enjoy their own money. Say they may have like enough money to eat and pay rent and stuff like that, but they don't have enough money to go and like enjoy their anything. They don't have enough money to go and spend and be frivolous and whatnot, and it may make them feel a certain way about that. This could be like a person's reputation, or it could be what a person actually deals with. A lot of can come along with that. The Hanged One in reverse. This is something to do with like a lack of delay. Someone's not having to wait in a situation. Something to do with you could have to consider something, or someone could have to consider something, maybe to do with financial situations. And maybe it has to do with someone not really having like a whole bunch of extra, so it's like there's not like a whole bunch of delay. But we'll see. If this is something you're experiencing, it could be, like I said, it could be you, it could be someone else you're around that's going through this. Temperance in the reverse. Yeah, so it takes a little patience. I just got that. I just got all we need is just a little patience. Right. So this is like a lack of a proper setup of a delay. So nobody's restricting, or something's not being restricted. Maybe it's because this person or this group of people, this could be you or someone else, doesn't even have extra to even go and do anything to start with. So it's almost like there's already like a restriction on them as it is, for whatever reason. Whatever they do, or for whatever reason that they're in that position, they don't have extra. Like I said, they may have enough to just do any basic thing, but they don't have enough to like go and have any fun. For whatever reason that is, they don't have extra restrictions on them because they don't have this extra money or extra funds that's going to be like a pressure on them. Something about someone doesn't have a temper. Someone's like struggling with temperance. Could mean, this could be a couple of things. This could be a person who needs assistance with their money because they have in the past struggled with balancing finances. Could be temperance issue in reverse. They could even just have a lack of extra right now because of that tendency of theirs. And because of that tendency of theirs, they have, they don't have to, well, they don't have all those extra restrictions on them. So, I mean, they may even have, they may even feel that they may feel like they lack temperance even now because they don't have someone restraining them financially. Because, like I said, there's already financial restraints on them. There's already financial constraints on them. There's no need for someone to have to wait to make a decision or wait to do something if there isn't anything like even extra available. So you can't even start to plan for a vacation if you know you don't have enough. You can't even start. That may make a person feel. It's like a person can't wait, but then they're also like lapping. Maybe someone's lapping. Maybe someone's running around lapping someone. Maybe someone's really impatient and is lapping someone. I feel like someone's running around someone who isn't doing very much, and other people are running around them lapping them. I just kind of got that. Okay, if that makes sense to you. I feel like this is like the person doesn't have very much, and it makes them like they don't have to wait, but they also kind of feel like the temperance is off. It's like this is a setup on. This is one of these things I feel like has been not accidentally set up, but like an accidental, on purpose set up to make a person be a certain way to make sure that something stays a certain way, if that makes sense. Like the Nine of Pentacles doesn't have to stay that way forever. A person could get a Nine of Pentacles in reverse, doesn't have to stay a certain way forever. They could get themselves into the Nine of Pentacles in the upright eventually if they do what it needs to be done to get there. But this situation makes a person like not have to wait for something. So there doesn't really seem to be a delay on something, so that maybe they don't really have to restrict their selves because they haven't gotten the extra to even like have to practice restricting themselves, if that makes sense. So you have extra money and you know you need to practice your budget because you know you have your extra and you know what you need to do with your extra money. This person or group doesn't even have that to start with, so it's like they don't have to practice knowing how to deal with it. So it's like their temperance is in the reverse, but they don't have any money to like do anything with it. Like they can't like, even make themselves feel better. That feels like a trap. It feels like someone feels like this could be like I said, it could be a lot of stuff. It could be I don't want to go too far in what it could be, but what it looks like to me is that someone doesn't even have. I've been hearing this a lot of pot to piss in or window to chuck it out of. So they can't even start to make a dent in their own lack of temperance. So like if maybe they even had a little bit of extra, they could practice begging, borrowing, and stealing with that extra. They could like have to learn how to wait, or have to learn how to like hang out waiting for something, not knowing what's going to happen. So then they'd have to learn how to have temperance. But since it isn't like that, they don't have to do that. So they're not like doing that. So they don't have that skill, because it's a skill. It's a skill a person needs to practice, and it's really hard to practice a skill if you don't have like the proper tools to practice, right? You don't have the money to practice knowing how to balance your budget. How are you going to know how to balance your budget if you ever get extra money? You're never going to know how. That's sort of like, it feels like a trap, like a person almost got even tricked into doing this. Or it could be a community of people that are like this. This could be someone who doesn't know anything extra or better than that, because that's all they ever knew. And that's it. It feels pretty, yeah, see, I could see why a person's temperance would be in the reverse of that position, because they have nothing else. Judgment in the upright. Temperance in the reverse, judgment in the upright. What's that about eight of wands in reverse? Something's fast? Something's slowing down. Okay. Slowing down, because this is a slowdown. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is a slowed down. Like a person needs to be pitching every single penny. They need to know where all their money is coming from and all their money is going all the time, and they can't really enjoy it. You know, they don't have to wait for that, but they don't get to, like I said, don't get to practice. And Jesus, judgment in the upright for something here. For something's been judged to be something. Eight of Wands in reverse is something's not fast, or someone's maybe missing. Like this could be like people trying to communicate or get like energetic exchanges going real quick, and it's kind of not picking up. This could be judged to be fair in a way. It's nothing to do with, I don't see that right here exactly, but this feels like something's like, oh well, that's okay. Like clap clap clap, like that's good. That's good. Well, isn't that good? A person can't mess themselves up financially since they already kind of been had their legs taken out from beneath them financially, that sort of thing. If they already had someone kind of do them under, or they already had never to start with anything at the beginning, how are they even going to know? Oh, yeah. But they're not going to be able to do themselves under anymore any further than they already did. Say they already did themselves under financially, and they're having to just like basically just make it one day at a time financially now, and they can't go and do any extravagant things, and maybe they really want to because they don't have to like sit in the wait. In the Hanged One, a person has to wait and contemplate like what's gonna really happening to them, what's the consequences for it. Since there doesn't really seem to be any consequences for it, this person can't really practice getting around when things don't go their way financially. Say they have a really tight budget and it doesn't make it. Say they like are off by like $10. That might make their whole day gone. Yeah, because they don't have anything extra. That might be a really tight place to go. Judgment feels like I don't know about this, but it feels like I can't judge this morally. It's just that feels like right. That feels like a right place to be, because you're not like putting a person in some sort of unwanted position legally where they're not allowed to spend their money. They just don't have extra to spend. They just straight up do not have anything extra, so they can't do anything to themselves extra. They can't even learn how to manage it, even if they got it. So that if they get it, they might just lose it right away, and they might go right back to the Nine of Pentacles because that's where they know how to be. But there's no legal restraint on them. Nobody's telling them, give me your money and you don't get to have it. It's okay, well, you don't have any money anyway, so it's not going to be an issue. You're not going to get to practice learning how to save, so try to make money, you're going to spend it all. That sort of thing. It's like, we know what you're going to do. You're going to spend all the money you make. That sort of thing, and it can be really, really frustrating, a grinding sort of thing. But 8 of Wands in reverse. Somebody's been like slowing some process down. Like a person could put themselves in Nine of Pentacles really, really fast. If they got more than Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they could put themselves in Nine of Pentacles in reverse like permanently, really, really fast. Because they don't know how to manifest or manage themselves properly financially. Maybe something here has been trying to slow the process down by like if someone got themselves there, they can like, okay, well, that's good, like applaud the person for like driving themselves into it instead of someone else doing it to them. Then they can maybe one day hope to get themselves out if they work real hard, or if they do pinch every penny and get out, take every offer that comes their way, they'll get there, maybe, or at least the very hope of it coming will give them something to live for, right? Because the Temperance in reverse could make a person feel so helpless that they don't even want to do anything with their lives anymore because they can't make their bank account balance come up past a certain number anymore. So that's kind of judged to be fair, I think, in this situation, because it's slowing down a person's potential to damage themselves financially over and over and over and over and over, because they can't get anywhere once they kind of put themselves in a bankruptcy. This could be a bankruptcy thing, or it could be someone who has such an insane amount of debt that they just can't peek over that credit limit at all, ever. And you know that they're probably going to have to pay way too much for the rest of the time they have that, but that's just how it is. It's almost like, yeah, I don't know, but it's almost like the person would need support, like a person would need a trustee if they didn't do this to themselves, or if someone didn't sort of even trick the person into doing it to themselves. I just saw the Nine of Pentacles, not the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords just flash out really fast, and look at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. If someone didn't like misguide them into like mixing their own money up, they may have had to get like some sort of possible financial restraint on them where they could never practice ever learning how to do that, and they could like never have the hope of being independent and never have the hope of like, you know, turning the pentacles in positive. So this means that this person or the group of people gets to retain their leadership in their personal lives. That's what this means. Is the Emperor is the person or group of people gets to be their own boss still in their own money situation, and even if they don't have much, they still get to keep their own money, and that might be like, for whatever situation they're in, whoever this Nine of Pentacles person in reverse is, that might be like one of the only things that's keeping them in a position of hope, so they can drive their own finances forward.